Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols. I'm here to bring you Nicholsworth, and today we have a first generation Schuyler Caxton in the black goat skin. You can't get it anymore, but I just thought I'd show it to you just because it might be cool for you to see. One thing that's different is the Schuyler box. See, back in the day they were more similar to the Allen box. Has a little label on it letting you know that this is a Schuyler Caxton. But let's take a look at some of the differences. The more modern Caxtons have a similar look to more of the modern Quentels in the spine style and all of that. But you still have the Jerusalem cross on the cover, and you have some stitch work there. But as you can see, this goat skin is really, really grainy. Where the more modern goat skin, it's a little more smooth. And that's pretty consistent, and that's actually been a complaint for a lot of Schuyler connoisseurs, is they don't like the lack of grain in their new goat skin. But with that said, the Caxton block is very nice. This has 3 Beresford ribbons, and you can see this does not have a whole lot of yap at all. It has no tool work. Then when you open the liner, we have a cowhide liner, and this is different because normally when you have a black goat skin, you have a red liner. This one is black goat skin with a black liner. Really nice tool lines here. And you can see these don't really emphasize the corners. Those corners are kind of more mashed down, but they're still done very nice. So here is the Caxton. It's an 8.75 font, and it is a single column paragraph format. It has your references on the outside column. This is very similar to like a Clarion. It's very similar to your personal size NKJV with the outside references, and it's also similar to like a smaller version of the NKJV Shepherd. So there's several Bibles that have this outside column reference layout. But one thing this has the advantage of is it has a smaller size, similar to the Clarion. The Clarion has the smaller size, and the Clarion's probably even a touch smaller, but the font is also going to be smaller. And one thing you can see is look at the leading space on this. The leading space is much more generous on this, so it's going to give that font an appearance to be larger even than it is. So this is going to read probably more like a 9 and a 9.5 simply because of that leading space. One thing that you need to know is you need to know that font size is not everything. That leading space and the layout is a big deal on how easy it is for a font to read. I can read this clearly and easily without my glasses. Has your textual footnotes on the bottom. And then as you get into the New Testament, the poetic settings you're going to see are in single column format, sort of center justified. They're kind of off to the left a little bit. And in the New Testament, you're going to see that the words of Christ are in black. And then when you get to the back, you're going to have a double column concordance. And then you're going to have your Schuyler maps, which these look a little bit different than the modern Schuyler maps to me. So comparing it to the Quentel, let's just take a look at the two. And I'll show you why I have this out in a minute. Both have the 28 GSM French end-opaque paper, but this is a double column layout. This is going to give you a little bit of a larger font and a 10-point. It's going to give you your drop caps and your accents. This one doesn't have any accent colors to speak of. Everything is in black. So if you like your accents, if you like the double column, if you like the bottom references, you want a little bit of a larger font, then fortunately the NLT Quentel is still in stock. This is out of stock even in the newer edition. Another thing to compare real quickly is the spines. This one has more of like an Allen type spine, and that's something you'll recognize with your early Schuylers. This one has the raised hubs with the tool work on them, and that's what the more modern Caxton is going to be like. Now keep in mind, both of these are sold out. I don't even know if it's on the horizon to print the Caxton again. I just wanted you all to be able to see this because I thought it was kind of cool. I don't have a Caxton. What I have is I have an NLT Select. And the NLT Select was put out by Tyndale, and that was their premium line for a season. And it is the exact same text block. Now this is also, unfortunately, out of print. So I'm showing you a video of a bunch of stuff you really can't get unless you buy it on the secondhand market, and they are expensive. But you can see the same layout. This one has the thumb tabs. This one was rebound by my friend John at ICA, who did an absolute beautiful job on this thing to make it as Caxtonish as possible. But anyhow, I just wanted you to see an older first generation Schuyler Caxton. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.